Workplace Standard Development Heading. Signs and barricades are an important aspect of the mine's hazard management system. Signs and barricades are used to identify, communicate, and protect persons from exposure to potential hazards. It is a requirement that where a sign is required to be hung across a drive to warn others of pending hazards, the sign shall be hung from a chain, which is securely anchored to a support plate or mesh and securely fixed to the chain with mince-up clips. It is not accepted practice to use a rope or bell wire to hang signs. The sign should be clean, in good condition, and of the correct type indicating the hazard ahead. The sign shall be securely hung up off the ground when not in use to prevent damage or loss. Mine ventilation is critical in controlling and providing a healthy work environment. Supply to the working face is critical for providing clean air, removing dust and contaminants, and maintaining appropriate airflow and work temperatures. The ventilation should be hung as straight as possible and to the centre of the drive. It should also be maintained free of rips and holes to minimise the loss of volume. The road conditions should be maintained in good order with minimal windrows and pooling of water to minimise the risk of incidents and injury. It is a mandatory requirement to ensure the grade lines are painted on both side walls to indicate the grade. This is generally 1.5 metres above the floor line. The ground conditions should be maintained free from loose scats, and any previously installed ground support should be in good condition. Any old bell wire from previous firing should be rolled up and discarded correctly, and the wires at the end of the main firing line must be twitched. The jumbo trailing cable signage should be placed in clear view to warn others of pending cables. All jumbo boxes should be hung from chains to designated anchor points. Under no circumstances are boxes to be hung from mesh or rope used in the installation process. A build-up of muck and water should be minimised under the jumbo box, as this may lead to incidents or injuries. Jumbo trailing cables must be securely anchored to the designated anchor point to prevent any force being applied to the jumbo box outlet and cable during coupling and uncoupling activities. Mine service droppers should be securely fastened with a chain to the ground support plates where practical. Mine service droppers should not be hung below the indicated grade line and be clearly labelled, indicating the contents of the line. All hoses connected to any services should have mince-up clips inserted into the hose coupling to prevent accidental uncoupling whilst under pressure. Jumbo trailing cables and hoses shall be hung on cable hangers off the ground to prevent damage from other equipment and water. This will also assist in minimising incident or injury due to poor housekeeping practices. The ground support consumable must always be stored under supported ground and stacked neatly beside the jumbo. This will assist in the ground support installation process and minimise the risk of manual handling and trip hazards.